Hi guys, it's me again, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be doing my TBR for the To Be Continued readathon. This is just basically a readathon to help you continue on with series you finished but never started, or to start series that have been on your TBR for the longest. It's about 7 prompts, so let's go ahead and get started. The first one is top of the TBR pile, the one you're most excited to get to, and that would be The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson. This is the third and final book in the Truly Devious trilogy that takes place in Ellingham Academy, that in the mid-1920s, the person who created Ellingham Academy, his wife was kidnapped and murdered, and his daughter was kidnapped, but they never found out what happened to her. So we follow that dual perspective in the 1920s, and then in 2016 with a girl named Stevie who has been obsessed with this case, trying to figure out who really did it, why. So this is the third and final book. I'm so nervous to finish this, but I really want to figure out like how Stevie goes on with finding out that she knows exactly what happened. Number 2 is New Kid, the most recently published on your TBR, and that would have to go to Bone Crier's Moon by Catherine Purdy. This follows two characters, Sabine, she's a bone crier, and they have a sacred duty, you know, just to ferry the spirits of the night. But in order to really like become a bone crier, they have to kill their one true love. So we follow Sadie, and then Bastian's father was killed by a bone crier, so he is basically on the tread to kill every single bone crier, and of course it's going to be a love story. This is the Owl Crates exclusive edition. I've been wanting to read this since they came out, and so when I saw this TBR, like this readathon, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity. Prompt number 3 is The Road is Long. Read from a series with at least 3 books. So next would be, of course, Percy Jackson and the Olympian Book 3, The Titan's Curse. I started my reread about 2 months ago, and now it's time for the 3rd book. In Titan's Curse, now Thalia Grace, who is the daughter of Zeus, is now awake and alive, and now, you know, with the curse with the war with Kronos is speeding up very, very fast and all of that. I just love this series so much, and I'm still so excited that we're finally getting a freaking TV series. So yeah, this is next on my TBR. Prompt number 4 is Free Card. Read whatever you want as long as it's part of a series. So I'm actually going to go with Giant's Day Volume 11 by John Allison. This is the 11th volume in the series, where we follow 3 girls, Susan, Esther, and Daisy, who are best friends. They met their first year university. They're now going towards their last year, trying to figure out what they're going to do, how they're still going to be friends. This is actually the thickest out of every single one of the volumes, so I'm very excited for this. Prompt number 5 is I Like Them Another. You know the last book you read, the one that was from a series, read the next one in that series. So of course that will go to Giant's Day Volume 12. In this one, it's never a quiet day at the University of Sheffield as best friends Esther, Susan, and Daisy try to do regular things like solving comic book shop capers, attending McGraw's Brothers Wedding, and one of them learning how to drive. But yeah, I love this series a lot. They're 3 best friends. They deal with so much stuff like professors harassing you, coming out to your own during your sexuality and all of that. Really enjoy this. Very excited for this. Number 6 is Procrastination. Read a sequel that has been on your TBR the longest, that you find intimidating, or that you've been putting off for no good reason. And that for me would have to go to Muse of Nightmare by Laini Taylor. This is the 2nd and final book in the Strange the Dreamer duology, where in the first one we meet a guy named Laszlo Strange who was an orphan and was raised by monks. And one of the monks used to tell him stories about a city. And then one day when they woke up, they couldn't say the city's actual name anymore. They could just say Weep. So as Laszlo got older, he was a librarian. And when the people from Weep came, Laszlo was able to go with them to try to figure out what was wrong and how to help them. I feel like the only reason I was putting it off was because of how big it is and how much I absolutely loved book 1, and it put me in a freaking reading slump that I'm very scared it's gonna happen again with this book. And then prompt number 7 is right back where we started from, read a first in the series. We're gonna go again with a graphic novel, and that's gonna have to go to Shades of Magic Volume 1, The Steel Prince by V.E. Schwab. This is basically a prequel graphic novel to the Shades of Magic, following Cal's Cal's father when he was prince. Yep, Prince Maxima, who in the Shades of Magic was King Maxima. There's about 2 out already, but it's still a series, it's still a graphic novel, it still counts. And then for boss level, which would be an extra one if you wanted to do it, you would just have to read a book featuring a mentor, a villain, or someone that's larger than life. I feel like that can be accounted for this Shades of Magic, or Muse of Nightmare, or even Bonecryer's Moon, or even Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So yeah, you know, you can double up on them too. But that is all for my TBR right now. If I read any more, you'll just find that out either in my reading vlogs or in my wrap up. But I'll be leaving here 2 videos I honestly feel you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post 3 times a week, and I'll see you guys very, very soon with another video. Bye guys.